Black hole, black hole. When you look at me, black hole. Yeah, black hole, black hole. When you look at me, black hole. Communists, black hole, black hole. When you look at me, black hole. Maximilian. Help me! Fools!
Look at me,
Help me!
black hole.
We're the best.
All right. So we're doing something different tonight. We are reviewing. I forgot what we were doing. We are reviewing the movie, the 1979 release, Black Hole. Black hole. I'm not doing that again. Tell them what this movie is about.
Okay.
There will be spoilers if you. I know it's an old movie, but there will be spoilers, so don't watch this.
Yes, this movie is from 1979.
1979.
It is a Walt Disney production. Let me read you what this film is about. The USS Cygnus is perched precariously at the edge of a black hole.
Black hole. Black hole.
Communists.
When you look at me, black hole.
The vast, empty nothingness where space and time end. Anything that crosses its border enters a universe of the complete unknown.
The unknown.
And so begins a story that only Disney's film magicians could tell. A story of robots and humanoids, of human genius and madness, and a spectacular descent into nature's ultimate mystery, the black hole.
Black hole. Black hole. When you look at me.
Yeah.
Black hole. I will apologize. I might do that from now on throughout the video.
Every time that we say the magic words.
Black hole. Okay, so I'm Jason. This is Steven.
Hello.
So, when you were a kid, when was the first time you think you saw this?
The first time I remember seeing it was during Christmas break, 1993.
1993.
And
Black hole. Oh, that's what I saw in your bag.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is what got me interested this is how I became interested in the black hole.
That looks like a pop-up book.
It is.
I haven't seen that yet.
It is. My mom bought this for her classroom when the movie came out, and then eventually it made its way into my hands. And when I found the book, it was, like I say, it was in 1993. It was around December. It was before Christmas, and I was really into robots at that time, especially cyborgs.
Oh, that's Pac-Man. No.
Yeah. That's okay. That was great. Can you do Pac-Man?
Eek, eek, eek. Nope, I
Okay.
can't do it.
But-
Magic's done.
Yeah. But I was really into robots, and I found this book. It seems like I found it in the basement.
The basement
Yeah, because-
of your house?
Yeah, we had just moved into that house earlier that year, and we had a lot of stuff in the basement, and I think this was in one of my boxes of books. That was down
Boxes
there.
of books.
Yeah. Now, here's the sad thing.
Aww.
This book is in awful condition.
Aww. Black hole. What happened?
I don't know.
Like those bunnies on a water ship
Yeah.
down, whatever that movie's
Look at
called.
Look how torn it is.
Aww.
I think Maximilian used to be here. Now, I don't know. Either
Did you do that?
possibly.
did-
Or it might have been Mom's kids, because remember, this was a book my mom had at her school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, school teacher.
Yeah.
Good for her.
And here, poor Vincent, all I have is his head.
Well, there's Bob, though.
Yeah, there's Bob. Now this, I mean,
I don't know what scene that is.
that was when the Cygnus was about to break up after the meteorites.
Wow. Well, they really did a number
I
on
know,
them.
and I might have had it too. Now this right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he's all red.
Yeah. If you turn this right here, you pull this, you can see where he sparks after Vincent cuts into it. Of course, this is where Vincent would have been.
Worst pop-up ever.
I know.
But that's when he did his Texas Diddy Twister thing.
Ooh. But when I first saw this picture, I was like, now that robot is cool. Who is that?
So you saw this book before the movie?
Yes. Yes. And I, just for the record, I was all about Maximilian. Maximilian. Now here...
That's his name. Way go plumbing
This
troubles down the drain.
torn.
Maximilian.
This is torn, but this is the
What
probe
was
ship.
that? That was the
That's the
probe ship. Yeah.
And on the back, I think my grandmother wrote my name in cursive on it.
Well, that's nice of her.
You can see
It's
that
a weird
probably,
place to
but
picture
yeah.
now. On a probe.
I know.
And wait, what's that part?
Huh?
What's this whole stuff?
That was the
Black hole. Black hole. When you look at me.
Communists.
Black hole. Okay, so go back to that last page. Doesn't look as menacing as it did in the movie.
Well, it's because it's a book.
Did it do anything right there? Because it looks like it was.
It probably did. I mean, now, Jason, when I got a hold of this book in 1993, it was like this. So,
Wait, how old were you in 93?
10.
Oh, okay.
I
That
was
threw
10.
me off there because I was in '93. You were 10. I am much older than he is.
Yeah.
I've done seen that movie 100 times by then.
Yes.
That's weird. You saw the movie in '93.
That was the first time. That was the first time I'd seen it, and it
Or
was
the book, at least.
Yes, and I remember us going to Hastings and renting it.
The video store.
Yes, I'm sorry, Hastings.
Obviously, they would
Books,
know that.
Music, and video.
Yeah.
Well, some people may not know
Well,
what Hastings.
I went
is.
to Hastings and I rented it. Well, obviously that's a movie.
Well, yes, but they may not be too familiar with that store.
No, but the way you said it, though, I went to Hastings and I rented it. I went to Makuku's and I rented a movie. See,
Makuku's.
they wouldn't know it's a rental.
What in the hell is Makuku's? Okay.
Black
Okay.
hole.
Never mind. Just
Black
forget
hole.
all that. So.
I'm looking up. I
Just
didn't know
forget
you
all
had that book, so I'm gonna look it up on eBay. See
Yeah.
how much a good copy would
Now,
be.
I remember when we rented the video. Right after that, one of my uncles fell ill and was in the hospital.
Oh, which uncle?
Clarence. That's my grandma's younger brother. He was having some real serious mental problems, and
Oh, really?
yeah, he had to be put in the hospital. And I just remember trying to watch that at home during Christmas break, and having to stop it so we could go to the hospital. And I don't ever think I got through it the first time,
Oh,
because it wasn't until this in 1994 in the when was that? Early summer, I think I saw it again, and that was when I remember seeing the very end scene with Maximilian on Maximilian Mountain.
yeah. We'll get in that here in a minute. Look at this.
Holy cow!
That's the book. It's only this version's only 25. Wow, look at that.
I might think about buying that.
Look at that. No, that's probably the movie.
I might think about getting it just to have a nice copy, because mine. See, the Cygnus is completely gone. But when you're a school teacher, mind you, at
What is that?
I want that. Does that come with it?
No.
Well, then why is it on there?
I have no clue. That is cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't see it, but that's cool.
Yeah.
It's a like a statue or something.
That's a good size Maximilian right there.
There's two. There's a little one there
Yeah.
too.
And
What are these?
you wanted Vincent.
Yes.
Is this like someone? What? The whole collection?
What are we getting here? For sale. Item descriptions. For sale. Vintage 1979. Walt Disney. The Black Hole. Black Hole. When you look at me. Black Hole.
Help me.
Pop-up book in excellent condition. Very cool. From Disney's first foray into science fiction and PG ratings. Because they said damn it out.
Fiction.
From the smoke free. It doesn't say what those are.
Well, why would they put?
I don't know. I want those. Maybe I have to type that in. Ooh, what's that? That's a
cool.
poster.
That's a poster. Look, there's Maximilian up at the top.
Oh, I didn't know so.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what is that? Oh, those are the robots.
Yeah, star and a humanoid, I think.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
Man.
that'd be perfect. You could get Ooh,
Well, there's two.
you could get Vincent, and I could have Maximilian.
There's two.
2.
wrong with
Too many Vincents. Too many Vincents. Too many Vincents. Joyce, do it.
All right,
Come
continue.
and knock on our door. Okay, well, I have Jason.
Yeah, more Black Hole. Black Hole. Wait, is that the?
This is the movie book.
It's the same pop-up book.
No,
it's a pop-up.
It's not
book.
a pop-up book.
Oh, storybook.
It's got
Oh,
actual stills from the movie.
please forgive me.
And it even says Stephen Harwood. So my mom wrote my name in this one.
And the book's not worth it.
But yeah. But see?
Wow, the Palomino. That is such a cool name for a ship.
Yeah. And
Palomino was an alien.
Palomino is a Palomino.
Palomino.
Of course, now I have to show you this page because Maximilian. Probably can't see him very well. There he is. But yeah, this is, I have, and this is what's really cool. There's, in the front and in the back, there's the Palomino crew and the Cygnus crew.
Oh, that's cool. How they broke them down.
Yeah. And I have a Popeye movie book like this as well. Now, there's more.
Look at that, Steven. 1979 Vincent Robot. $115.
Holy cow.
That's a lot. I don't know how big. Ow, big that is.
Did you get shocked?
I don't know what happened. That hurt. It's from Mego. M-E-G-O.
Yeah, I think Mego is the company that made the toys.
That's really cool. I didn't know they had that.
Yeah.
I mean, that detail of toys.
Now, my next thing,
You have more.
I have more. Now, this is a cool puzzle. I absolutely love this puzzle, but it's very deceiving.
Oh,
But-
you showed me that.
Have you seen this?
Yes.
But look at how big Maximilian is. He was not that big. Look at that.
I know, and he's wrong color, too.
Yeah, he's
Can
purple.
Can they see that? Yeah, they can see that. That's cool.
I don't know if we can see. Maximilian is not purple. He's red, and he's not that big.
Mm-mm.
And
But that would explain what we'll rant about it at the end of the movie.
right, right.
So we'll talk about that here in a minute.
So, I love this. Now, you haven't seen this. I just got this the other day. This is what I got off of eBay.
Is it this? Wait. I'm going to guess. I haven't seen it. Is it this right here? This Maximilian toy? I guessed! I had no clue. That's so cool.
Maximilian.
How freaky is that? I just guessed it.
Well, you know me. You know that I'm all about Maximilian.
But if you look over here, I got all the action figures. This is what I said earlier. You got Coke, you got Pepsi, you got RC Cola, you got Star Wars, you got Star Trek, and then you have Black Hole. You are not a science fiction fan.
Not really.
like I am.
Not to the extent that you are.
But you love Black Hole.
Oh,
Black
yeah.
Hole, Black Hole. And
Help me, communist.
so you are the RC Cola of science fiction.
Thank you.
For you to have it, I think that's amazing.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I got this off of eBay the other
That's
day.
cool. That's from Mego
Yeah.
too.
And down here, his little.
It's weird. I guessed that.
Yeah.
Though. I would never
I know.
believe you got that. I never would guess, but I did guess.
But he's got his little. I'm not sure what you call these.
No, I guess flippers.
Flippers, propellers, whatever.
They
They
make 'em
move.
move.
Now his arms, they twist, but
Come on, everybody, let's twist again. Like we did last summer. Let's twist again. Like we did summer. Come on, Maximilian, let's twist again. Okay, I'm sorry. Keep going.
But yeah, his arms do not extend or anything.
They don't?
No, they just move. They just move around. And his head.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously, because there's no joint, right?
Right.
Well, you can't do the titty twister thing.
I know. I know.
Mm-hmm.
You see the blades, but that's all they do.
Weird.
And of course, his head moves. But yes, this is from 1979.
That's like a 3 and 3
Walt Disney Productions, made in Hong Kong.
King Kong play ping pong. Anyway, that's a really good
Yeah.
thing.
So would you like to see it?
Yes.
This is what I was telling you about that I got off of eBay.
Wow, I would never guessed. See, he is about. He's taller than a G.I. Joe.
Do you have something that we can
I do not.
compare it to?
They see that?
I don't know.
Alright, I got a 6-inch action figure over here. Ant-Man. And let's see. Ant-Man. I wish I could zoom in. And he's the wrong way. Oh, I broke it. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. So he is probably about a 4-inch. Nah, that's not right. 6-inch. 3 and so. Wait, it says right here. 4 inches.
Yeah.
I was right. Wow. That's so cool. I would never thought I would ever see one of these in person. It smells like Maximilian too.
Yeah.
This part right here, well, you can't see it, but I'll put it maybe on the screen. This little, like a toilet.
It does.
I can't believe he got this. That is cool.
You're really surprised by that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, I knew you'd probably think it was pretty cool, but wow,
I've always wanted to have one of these.
And it's a rare thing to see me with something like that. So.
Well, look how much they're going for on the Evil Bay.
That's,
you didn't pay that much.
No,
did you?
I paid $25. So that was enough.
Yeah, that's good.
That was enough.
But this one here, I'm looking at on the Evil Bay, it's about the same condition as yours. You got a really good deal.
Well, thank you. Yeah, this one that Jason's looking at is $49.99.
That is so cool.
So yeah, I always wanted a Maximilian.
I'm glad you got one.
I wanted one.
I'm glad you got one.
And I had some toy robots. I got them, as a matter of fact, for Christmas the same year I was into Maximilian. And one of them, we got them at Kmart. They were not part of any.
Were they GoBots?
I don't think so.
Oh,
no.
wow.
But their arms would move, and there was 6 sounds that they would make. And one of them looked kind of like Maximilian. He was red, he was black, his head was kind of like Maximilian, and he had a giant hook. But yes, thank you. But it wasn't Maximilian, but I pretended that it was, and I'd make it fly and everything.
Well, good for you.
Maximilian.
That's so cool.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Does it stand up?
I tried, but I can't seem to. No, I can't make him. I certainly can't make him stand. I have to. In my house, those colonnades between the front room and the dining room, I've got him setting on the colonnade up against the wall.
Let me see. You could do it.
He might. Jason, you might know. Well,
because he did go upside down on that one.
yeah, I was
so.
about to say. Ooh.
Hey!
Remember he was like this, and he goes. Bzzz.
Him and Vincent did get along.
Yeah, I wish I had the Vincent, because what I'd like to do is to use that section from that the piece Hot and Heavy and have them chase each other.
Hold on a second. Just use Ant-Man's.
Okay.
It's same color. Okay. Here, show it to there.
That's Ant-Man. You can barely see it.
There we go. Thank you, Ant-Man Ted.
Oh, yes. So
That is neat.
So that is the extent of my black hole collection.
Just every time I come over, I'm going to play with it.
That's all right.
Wow.
So.
Your first action figure
Yeah.
as an adult.
I know.
Wow. That's so cool. You picked a good one.
Thank you. I hope I.
It's always cool. You always wanted something as a child, and you get it as an adult.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa.
Well, I mean, by the time I got into this in 1993, I mean, this was a 16-year-old
I
movie.
know. Poor Stevie, you were born the wrong time, friend.
I know. I was. But, wow. Say what you will about it. I love the movie. It's one of my favorite movies.
The Blackhole.
Yeah.
Wow. But, yeah, I always
Help
liked
me.
the Blackhole. I saw Blackhole. Obviously didn't see it in theaters. I think it was one of those free Disney Channel thing when you used to have to pay for Disney.
You get it all weekend long for free. I
and-
remember that.
Nope. Strike that. I've seen it on there. I saw it on HBO, matter of fact.
Really?
Probably, you know how it come out in movies, then HBO. We didn't have home videos back then.
Mm-hmm.
HBO's when that's when I saw it.
Yeah.
And then eventually I started seeing it on Disney. But yeah, that's where I saw it. But
That's cool.
let's talk about the movie a little bit. So the movie begins with the whole 3D effect
Yes.
and the cool music. And how does it go? and then eventually it spins into the black hole.
It's like a
part.
vortex.
That is so cool.
I know.
I mean, even now, I think it's
That's very cool.
read somewhere, maybe on the internet, it said that was one of the most expensive graphics for 1979.
Yes, I'd read that too.
It's just the green bars.
That's all it was, but at
Spinning.
the time, that was pretty darn cool.
I know. And then we get introduced to the Palomino crew,
The Palomino crew.
which
yes.
I like because that's the first time I ever seen no gravity on a science fiction show.
Really?
I saw Black Hole first, way before I saw 2001. So,
Yeah.
so 2001 they had no gravity on their spaceship. But Star Trek, Star Wars, or as that one video we just saw, the Star Wars. That's what we're gonna call it from now on.
The Star Wars.
So I thought, oh, that's cool. They're actually floating, and it was so realistic,
Yeah.
with the thrust. We just got done watching it again this while ago before we filmed this. So, with the thrusters, and they were trying to go aboard the Cygnus. It was so cool.
Yeah.
The uniforms, I want a jacket like that.
I like the patches that they had
I
on
know.
them. I think
Very nasty. Nasty.
They're very nasty. They're nasty.
Not
patches.
nasty like NASA.
NASA.
So it's a very nasty.
Yeah, I think the emblem on there was it a
horse?
lion? Was it a horse?
Palomino's a horse.
Okay, and I think there was like stars on
Yeah,
there too, which is
like
very
space.
cool.
So it's like those old Apollo, NASA.
Right.
Patches. So, which is cool.
Patches.
I'm depending on the sun. Pour the family through. Pour the family through. Son, it's all up to you.
At the age of 13, I felt like I had the entire black hole on my shoulder
Every day I had to work the Cygnus.
because that's the only way we got our Mignus.
I was the only support for the Palomino.
Because everybody was depending on Mio.
Every night I heard Dr. Reinhardt say,
Give Maximilian strength for another day. Oh, life had kicked him down to the ground when it tried.
you're going to say this is the worst movie review ever.
It probably.
But anyway.
I think it is.
So anyway, Steven just read what the movie's about. But the first scenes, instantly captured me into the movie. I want to be part of that crew. And Vincent was cool as a kid.
Oh, I loved Vincent.
I don't know why people compare him with R2-D2. He's
they're-
totally different.
He's not anything like R2.
He's this little smart-ass robot.
Pretty much.
Saying for everything.
Yeah. He always has a comeback, or a quote. He's always quoting. Who does he quote? Like Cicero or.
No.
He's just a.
Smart-ass. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, the whole, and then Dr. Booth, I liked him because he was McHale's Navy. I knew of that show.
Yeah.
But then, spoiler, now we're getting to the end of the show. He tries to run.
He betrays him.
Well, he does run, and he chickens out, and he betrays him, and
He escapes on the ship and crashes it
Palomino.
into the Cygnus.
I know, he didn't know how to fly the thing,
I know.
and then he crashes it.
I never was a big fan of Harry Booth. I don't know why.
I
He
mean-
was just never my favorite character.
It's weird because John Wilkes Booth,
John, yes.
Harry Booth. I wonder if they just kind of used their traitor's name.
don't know.
That's really clever. I think clever writing. It makes you think. But man, that movie's just good. And then well, okay, we'll talk about the ending here.
If you'd like to know more about John Wilkes Booth, check out episode 20 of the Chapman Harwood Goodnight Sleepyhead Little Red Light Songs Music Appreciation Podcast, where we appreciate music.
So, and the robots were cool. Robots are always cool as a kid.
Oh, gosh.
The Star
See,
was
now,
cool.
Jason-
I wanted more Star.
Yeah, Star was okay.
But I want to know what happened, why he wasn't Reinhardt's best after that.
Yeah.
Because he made Maximilian, but,
Maximilian was apparently a stronger, more menacing robot.
Well, he was, but, but still,
I always compared Maximilian.
It's like when I eventually get a different co-host. Well, what you're like, you're going to be, no, I'm just kidding, I'll never do that.
Well, I'll be. Well,
that'd be horrible.
Crap, I wish there was somebody else. I wish I was replacing someone because I'd rather be Maximilian. But like I told you the other day, don't expect me to help you. I will betray you and get out of there as soon as I can.
But, that's horrible. Help me,
Maximilian, Max Steven, help me. Fools!
But okay.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
That's what he said at the end. So the whole zombie crew, the humanoids,
yeah,
they were creepy.
That is such a foray into dark subject matter for the Disney company.
I know. And
That's
they said
a very
damn in
dark
hell.
film.
They said damn in hell. That's why it was rated PG-13.
Mhm.
I mean, just regular PG.
Mhm.
But when the Alex, that one doctor, pulls the mask off,
Yeah.
his eyes were all. We paused it, and his eyes are all red.
I threw up.
No, you didn't.
No. I did like Dr. McCrae. I did like Kate went.
She did do that. But man, that was just, even as a child, it was creepy.
Yeah, I didn't like that part as a child.
I mean, even the guy's teeth. I mean, just imagine what that mask would smell like.
Ugh.
Just the constant. I don't think zombies brush their teeth. So.
I don't think they do either.
But man, can you imagine what those robes would smell like after a while?
They'd smell like
Feet.
ugh.
Mm-hmm. But
Pass around the Old Spice.
But Kate and what's the other guy's name? Dan. They wear those robes.
They do
To get away.
Yes.
So they're probably like, oh God, this stinks.
That's possible. Yeah, maybe that thought did run across their head, but they were too busy running for their lives, so I doubt they were thinking a whole lot about that.
Oh, I would.
Maybe just.
I would have.
Well, yeah, you would, but.
But let's see. So, I always wanted the toys and stuff like that.
Yes.
I do have a golden book in the other room. I wish I brought it. But little golden book, it has nothing to do with the black. I mean, it has something to do with the black hole.
And it's called the Black Hole.
Yeah, it has Maximilian, it has Bob, it has Vincent, and there's a little story about Vincent and Bob spend the day together, and then Maximilian kind of chases them around the sickness, right?
Yeah.
So, but that's it. Bob don't die or anything like in the movie. So,
Well, yeah, I would. Some other time, I want you to show that to me if you would.
all right, let me get the butler.
No, to
Hey, Alfie, can you? No, I'm just kidding. I don't have a butler.
Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, Mr. Belvedere, can you get the?
My great grandpa. My great great grandpa. Sorry. Got to listen to the podcast to understand that.
So, overall, well, tell me more about what you think of the movie. Any more thoughts?
Well, there are some sets in that movie that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh yeah,
the
tell me
main
about that.
corridor. And this is where the big laser battle between the Sentry robots. Yeah. And
Pew, pew,
Captain
pew,
Holland
pew.
and Kate and
Pew, pew,
Vincent and
pew.
old Bob. There's these bridges that connect
Like a bridge
over troubled poo poo. But but down at the bottom on the floor are these big. They're cylindrical and they're different colors. They're like pink and light purple. And
chalk.
he pointed that out. They look like giant pieces of sidewalk chalk.
That's what they are.
So, but I always thought that was a cool set. And of course,
I saw that Mr. Rogers were out. They learned how to make chalk.
yeah. And being the music aficionado that I am, I absolutely love John Barry's at sometimes James Bond sounding score, because at the same time he was scoring the music for Moonraker.
Yes, 79. Which
Both of those movies.
both
came out in
space
79.
movies.
Yeah.
Weird. 'Cause, they said on that documentary I watched, Blackhole was not. We got to cash in on the Star Wars.
Yeah,
They
and
were
see,
already planning theirs.
That's
and
right.
just so
And
happens.
I didn't know that. I thought it was a cash in.
I did too, and that's what I heard.
I
everyone
was wrong
saying.
about that.
But yeah, it's very James Bondish, which the
Very much
music's
so.
great. I love
Oh
the
yeah,
soundtrack.
yeah. John Barry is a phenomenal composer of film scores. I love his music.
Especially James Bond.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yes. And I'm all into that too right now. So.
Oh, you're in your James Bond era.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Back in that. So.
Good. But overall, now, would you recommend the movie?
Yes,
Yeah.
I would. And
Does-
if you didn't like it, well, that's fine. I ain't asking you to like it, but I'd certainly say check this out. You might dig it.
Does the movie stand?
I won't do like some people and ridicule you for not liking it. I know people that you haven't seen that movie. Well, where have you been? Da, 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 da.
Yeah, where have you?
Why do people do that?
I don't know, because I've never seen Avatar.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Good.
So
I've never seen The Godfather.
I don't know. I have seen The Godfather.
Oh, okay. I've never seen What's that movie everyone talks about? I've barely seen Titanic.
You've seen more than I have.
Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of movies I
don't
have
know.
not seen.
There's a lot of people out there. You haven't seen the movies that they like, and they get all bent out of shape.
I know.
I do
What's
not
wrong
like
with
that. I don't do that to people whenever I recommend a movie, and have you seen? Well, the Black Hole. No, I haven't seen. You haven't seen the. It just sound like a damn fool sometimes.
All right.
Sorry, little. On off-topic Fridays, it's kind of a therapy session for us. So I have to put up with that from certain people, and it just hacks me off.
So you think there's any meaning or like lessons to learn from the black hole?
Well, of course, in the ending, there is the correlation between the black hole being hell and going through. In, as Dr. Reinhardt says, in, through, and beyond the black hole. And that's supposed to represent kind of like a heavenly, like heaven.
Well, they showed that angel kind of guide him through the hole.
It is very,
Mm-hmm.
it is very heavenly.
Yeah.
And
let's talk about the hell scene. Okay?
Yes.
So, Dr. Reinhardt, here, let me start here, which I jokingly called the love scene. So they're floating in the air, and then they kind of go down like this, and they kind of disappear off the camera. That's called the love scene. And then the next scene, tell them what happens.
Okay, the next scene.
I don't know. The love scene. I know.
Maximilian is perched on top of a mountain, and somehow Dr. Reinhardt has got inside of him. He's merged with him.
Possible.
I know. It's like I've heard some people say that it was like a life support system. It was his iron. It was Reinhardt's Iron Maiden, was what it was. Ooh. But Maximilian, on his arms, he has 3 different tools that he can use. And when it shows him on the hill, oh, this is creepy. Up on the.
Well, you forgot the eye part because that's what it shows.
Of course, you can see up here at the top. You see Maximilian has. It's kind of like a. Well, I don't know what you call it. Not really a cyclops, but just kind of a.
Red visor.
Yeah,
kind
a
of
visor.
thing.
But Dr. Reinhardt gets inside of him, and the first scene it shows the red visor. The second scene, it shows these eyes that are just...
These eyes.
Yeah, that's a good song. Why don't you cover that on the podcast? Chapman Hart's good on. But, Dr. Reinhardt gets in there, and you see his eyes.
These eyes.
That's a good song. Yeah. Why don't you cover that on the Chapman Hart's good on. But you get in there, and you see Dr. Reinhardt's eyes. And he's looking around, and
it's creepy. He's kind of cross-eyed.
And Maximilian has 3 tools on each side of on each arm, if you call it that. And these are, I think, the cutting tools. Of course, you can't see me do it, but it's like this.
I know,
and it's creepy.
I know.
I once drew a picture of that. That might have been a therapeutical thing. I might have had some problems for a while.
Well.
It's like I'm 10 years old. Like, what the hell is all this?
I know, because that's what I thought too.
I really felt sorry for Maximilian because even though he was bloodthirsty and evil, I loved this guy, and I felt so bad for him. I was like, what happened to him? Was there somebody inside of him all that time? What is this?
Nah, it was just the doctor getting in there.
Yeah, of course. But when you're 10, at least for me, I couldn't really understand that. But I do know that.
But if you look at Maximilian's way he's built, there's no way the doctor could fit his feet and his legs and maybe his waist. It just...
You cannot... How could he get his feet and his legs in Maximilian's legs?
I know, and he has this little poo-poo pot right there, is in a way. I mean, maybe
let's all go down to the poo-poo pot.
Maybe he was kind of scrunched up like this in there.
Man, to be in there for eternity?
Reinhardt was kind of a tall guy, I think.
Yeah.
And Maximilian was tall, but he wasn't... I don't think Maximilian was that tall, actually. He was
a big robot, but he wasn't like this.
Reinhardt would definitely fit in that.
Oh, gosh. I think the whole crew would fit in there. I mean, that is so misleading, but I love that.
He looks very menacing.
Yeah,
I like the purple.
I do, too.
He needs to sport that more often.
Purple Maximilian. So.
But anyway, so, like Steven said, Maximilian's like this, right?
The tool. Somehow he used the cutting tool, I guess, that Maximilian had and got inside of him, but I don't know how. And some people on YouTube have even gone as far as to say that Reinhardt cut his legs off. But how
he would die.
Yeah, you'd bleed to death in there, and gosh, I feel sorry for Maximilian having all that blood inside of him.
No, that's sad.
I know.
So Maximilian's standing like this.
Yeah.
And then it pans out, and as a kid, I always thought that mount he was standing on looked a lot like Maximilian.
It did. I never noticed that until you pointed it out, and I was like, oh, but John Brown it does.
And then it gets like so far
John Brown.
from the mountain, and the version I remember as a child, it cuts off into the Palomino scene.
Mm-hmm.
On the version we just watched today, it keeps going. It just pans and pans and pans out, and it shows the crew of
The humanoids are down there in the bloody depths of the black hole, the fiery depths
It's
of the black hole.
creepy.
Yeah.
Because of the flames.
And I think what that is, I think that's the Cygnus burning. But all of the humanoids, their masks are gone. And you can see faces if you look real
We
closely.
had the big screen TV.
And it's
Maybe you could see that.
I mean, this is Walt Disney. Do your Mickey Mouse real fast.
Oh boy!
I mean, this is Walt Disney.
Oh boy!
And we've got this we've got this dark a matter in a Walt Disney
Mickey's my name and Sharpshooter's my game.
movie.
Yeah.
Vincent said that.
Yeah.
Star Vincent's my name. Sharpshooting's my game.
Do your Bob impression.
Let's see. Star used to be number one until Reinhardt built Maximilian. And then we're the best.
That's the death scene. That was so sad when Bob
That's
died.
sad.
But anyway, so that whole hell scene, man, that is so creepy.
I know. You know, and like I was saying earlier, I drew a picture of Maximilian up on the hill, and I made fire, not the hill, the mountain. I drew fire and everything. And I came up with the idea of making a sequel called The Return of Maximilian.
And what happens?
I think I threw the picture away.
Damn it. We'll never know.
I just drew the picture.
Oh.
I just made the movie poster. I didn't write the movies.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, but...
Because I was so into Maximilian, and I was really, that scene really bothered me.
It does. It's very disturbing and movie, and it's very disturbing and movie, but it's the best part of the whole movie.
Yeah, and not to get totally off topic here, Friday, but you know, first time I saw Live and Let Die, I kind of felt the same way about certain things in that. It kind of just really bothered me.
Intro still bothers me.
The flaming skull and everything,
And that lady's eyes are like, oh, I do pretty good at lady's
I know.
eyes.
Yeah, you do look like that lady. When you were young and your heart
Yeah, let me set my
was
hand
an
on fire.
open book, you used to say, live and let live. You know you did, you know you did, you know you did. Great piece of music. But I'm getting off the subject there, but that film kind of bothered me in some of the same ways that the Black Hole did.
Black hole, black hole. Hey, look at me, black hole. Yeah,
Communists?
Help
me.
But man, I lost track.
That's very easy for us to do. If you're new to us, that's very easy for us to get off topic.
So here we go.
Friday.
Tell us about the cutscene that you found out about on the documentary you watched.
Oh,
How it ends, because they fly through the black hole.
They fly through the black hole.
And the whole, glass crystal cathedral type thing.
Yeah, it's like they're entering heaven.
And they go into a different dimension toward a white hole. Or I always thought it was a star.
I did too.
But I guess it's a white hole. But I've never seen a white hole.
I've
never seen a black hole.
Yeah, I haven't either.
But anyway, tell us about
supposedly
the scene they might have filmed.
Yeah. Supposedly
what they wanted.
When they were getting ready to film them, there was no ending to the movie. So they came up, I believe his name was Peter Ellenshaw. And I think he and his father did a lot of the matte paintings and did a lot of the...
Over 70 for that movie.
Yeah. That was really incredible. They did a lot of the matte paintings. And,
over 70 for that movie.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah. They did a lot of the matte paintings.
Oh, okay.
But did some of the special effects and so forth. But
it's midnight.
Oh, it's midnight.
13 minutes after midnight.
13 minutes after midnight.
There's a secret, hidden watch around here, and for the last 7-8 years, that thing will go off. That's a good watch. Only if I could find it.
You don't know where it is?
No.
I'll be darned.
I let it go on for so long. I just that's been It used
That's
to be.
all right.
The crazy part, it used to be in the dining room, and it winded up in here. So I think it's in that thing of Sammy's over there.
It's possible.
Well, we really got off topic now.
I
Okay.
know. By now, people are probably.
I'm turning this
clicking-
off.
Yeah.
Worst movie review ever.
Yeah. But the
Oh, yeah, the
original,
ending. Yeah.
the original ending, what they wanted to do, Peter Ellenshaw, he wanted to. They zoom in on Dr. McCrae, Kate. She's the one that has ESP with Vincent. They zoom in on her eye, and they were going to have it as to where she's looking up at the Sistine Chapel. I don't know why I looked up. She was looking up at the Sistine Chapel at that famous painting.
same.
Yes, Michelangelo's painting of when God is about to touch Adam's finger. God creates Adam, and that was supposed to be the end of the movie.
Wow.
But they decided that he wanted to do that because he said it would be controversial and it would be a religious aspect, and he was hoping to win a trip to Rome, which his dad ended up getting to go over to Rome.
So,
to see
and that
the
means they
Sistine Chapel.
filmed it. So that Disney
And
has
supposedly,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought it would have been a fantastic idea. You know, some movies with alternate endings, they'll put those on bonus features. They didn't, though.
Yeah, so that version that we just watched of it's not remastered. You can still see the blemishes in the film,
Yeah.
the little specks, and
Yeah, they didn't do a whole lot.
it's like Disney. It's like Disney's stepchild movie, and that
pretty much.
man they could do a lot with a remaster, but we'll probably never see a remaster.
Oh, I doubt it.
I mean, there was barely any special features. There was like a 16-minute one.
But and as great as that was, I mean, that leaves you want. They always say leave them wanting more, but in
I
that case,
definitely want more.
yeah, I want more. Like 16 minutes.
Oh, yeah, more.
Good gosh, couldn't you at least give me 30 minutes?
But
that
if
would
they-
be another 15 minutes.
If they
14.
If they showed that ending, if they used the original ending like they wanted at the church, that would have been awesome.
That
because
would've been.
we know they made it.
They made it home. They were safe.
Yeah, but they just go and like Dr. Reinhardt said, you go through the black hole, you're into a whole different dimension or
And, you
time.
know, when I first heard about that ending, one of the thoughts that entered my mind was that whenever Kate looks up at the painting of God creating man, that almost made me think, well, that would be a way of them saying God created the universe. He created the black hole.
I know!
He created space. That's all God's created.
The reason for everything.
And that would have been a really awesome way to go about ending that.
Yeah.
But didn't you say that Disney's kind of anti-religion?
Yeah, that's what I read. So, on a rating, not stars. We're not gonna do stars.
Okay.
How many black holes out of 5? How many black holes would you give that movie? 5 being the best, 1 being none.
I might give it maybe 3.5, maybe 4,
4 black holes out of 5.
Yeah.
Well, that's really good.
because I am not a hardcore sci-fi fan, so I'm not going to get into the nuances of it. I just like the robots and the music and just the whole idea of it.
I'm gonna give it 4 black holes out
You're
of
going to
5.
give it 4. Well, that's good.
Because you said that took place. You said
That takes place in the year 2130.
which I missed. But so 2130. First contact day in Star Trek was 2030. I used to pretend, but the timeline doesn't really add up. But it doesn't matter. It's science fiction.
Yeah.
So it's science fiction. So I would always pretend it, even as
Communist.
a kid, when I started getting Star Trek. I always thought this was I didn't think. I pretended it was a prequel to Star Trek. You could almost make a good Star Trek film out of that storyline. As a matter of fact, you can make an excellent Star Trek film out of that
would be
storyline.
cool.
They even say USS Cygnus, USS Enterprise, USS Excelsior. That's, it's just. I mean, they're all Americans because they had the
United
thing.
States ship.
Yeah, so this could be like pre-Federation stuff. I know I'm really geeking out here, but I'm still going to pretend it could be a pre-Star Trek, pre-Enterprise, pre-First Contact Day. So yeah, that's why I give it 4 black
Well, that's
holes.
awesome. Let me ask you this. Now, since I'm RC Coca-Cola because I'm a Black Hole fan, are you Pepsi because you're Star Trek, or are you Coke?
No, man, come on, Coke is Star Trek
Coke is Star Trek.
because Star Trek came first.
Okay, well, you have to forgive me. I'm
Good
not as much
Lord,
of a geek
man.
as you, so.
Hey.
I got him back, didn't I?
But no, this Coke is Star Trek. 'Cause Star Trek started in '66. The Star Wars came out in '77. So.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I just
Pepsi came out
wondering
second.
about that. So.
But you are definitely RC Cola.
Well, that's all right with me. So.
You ever drink RC Cola?
Yeah, I've had it
Oh,
before.
good God, you liked it?
It's okay.
Oh God, it tastes like The can.
Oh.
Like you're just licking the can. You might as
I
well
don't-
just.
I never-
You might as well just lick the can.
I never drank it a whole lot, but I have had
I
it.
remember my grandma getting it for me one time. She goes, "You might like this," and I'm like, when I drank soda, I'm like, it's like drinking the can. I mean, it just had can taste. You ever had can taste?
Yes, I have.
Because you drank everything.
Uh-huh.
Vicious cycle. All right. So, anything else?
If there is, I don't remember it at the moment, so I think that's everything. So.
Man, this was a weird review.
It was.
This is what we should call this segment: weird movie reviews.
Weird movie review. Say that 3 times fast without spitting all over everything.
We. No, it's not. All right, guys. If you want to write us, how to get a hold of you?
scharwood@gmail.com.
Get a hold of me at Facebook. Nope, that's not right. Nope. Damn it.
You still don't have this down?
Good night, sleepyhead.
What is wrong with you?
Show at gmail.com. Wow, it's so hard. Okay, guys. See you guys later. Say Maximilian.
Maximilian, help me. Fools!
Black hole, black hole. When you look at me, black hole. Yeah, black hole, black hole. When you look at me, black hole. Communists, black hole, black hole. When you look at me, black hole. Maximilian, help me. Fools!